Hey everybody, how you guys doing? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to talk about a Debian-based independent System D free operating system that's lightweight and fast. Hey guys, how are you guys doing? Just want to take a minute to ask if you believe in what I'm doing and you like what this channel is about and you like the content that this channel has, why don't you pop on over to our Patreon page over at patreon.com, the Linux Tube, and become a member there. And here it is. We're going to talk today about antiX or antiX Linux. antiX Linux is a System D free Linux. I actually have it in the Run It variety. No, sorry, the SysV flavor. There are two. There is a System V flavor, and then there's a Run It flavor. If you go to their webpage to download, the original at the top, the variants that comes up with are all SysV. At the very bottom is a folder that'll go to another directory that is all their Run It systems. And so I downloaded the SysV, which is like 1.4 gigabytes, installed it on my virtual drive, and this is what I have. It uses the ICE window manager. Let's go. It has Firefox installed out of the box. I just want to show you the web page real quick. If you go to Help, you go to About Firefox. It's the version 102.3 ESR. What's kind of cool is let's do this. Let's log out because I want to show you something. And I log out. I come to this. Now, if I hit F1, it'll change. Now, notice it's the ROX ICE window manager that's on here. Fluxbox, and then ICE Windows Manager. So it has a minimal ICE window manager. It's got the regular ICE window manager, the Jason's window manager, minimal Jason's window manager, Jason's regular window manager, Herb's Tluft window manager, and Fluxbox again. So it's got a bunch of different window managers on here. It's got three of them. It's got Herb's Luft, it's got Ice Window Manager, Fluxbox, in different formats as well, different formats that it has. So you can actually have a regular window manager as well as a tiling window manager, because that's what Herb's Luft is. It's a tiling window manager, which I think is pretty cool. So I'm going to type in my password. We're going to log back into the desktop, and this is what we're met with. It's got icons on the top on the desktop, which you can get rid of easily. I'm not a big fan of those, but you know, some people are. It's got your files on there, which when you open it up, I double clicked it. It opens up to your home directory, very small. Let's see if we can make this bigger here. So we can make it a little bit bigger. It just opens up to your regular home your directory, you know, with your desktop documents, downloads, yada yada yada. On the left hand or on the right hand side, you actually have a conky, and as you can see, it's using the ROX ICE Window Manager. Resolution's at 1920 by 1080. DPI is 96. It's using hardly any disk space. Ethernet is up and running just fine. RAM 214 megabytes out of 4 gigs it's given to this. I mean, it is very lightweight. It's extremely lightweight. I give it a 20 gigs. It's got 6 cores on my virtual machine to it, and it's got 8 gigs of RAM or 4 gigs of RAM given to it. So at the bottom you have a panel, and then the panel, of course, you have the standard panel on board, which has got the application launcher. It's got the maximize and show desktop, right? And it's got the software installer. Now this is cool. This is where your software is at. This is your software package manager. So like if you click on audio, you tick on Audacious or Pulse Audio, or let's do a browser. You want to install Brave Browser, and then you go to, for children, you have preschool stuff, primary, and different applications. You can put their desktop environments. You could actually install all these other desktop environments in here, from XFCE4, GNOME, Cinnamon, Budgie Desktop. You can install any of those in there. And then let's go with kernel. It's got the LTS version, which is a 4.9. I'm on the 5.10 right now. That's why they're grayed out. 5.10. You can add other kernels to it. There's media centers that you could add to it. You can add Kodi and Plex. For media converters, you got Handbrake. It's already got the ones that are grayed out in there, like Asunder and WinFF. So you could probably uninstall those if you want. But either way, for Office, you can install all these Office, like LibreOffice, all those that are in there. So I mean, here's where you can install all your in themes included, all your different software that you want to do. So the ones that I did take, I'm going to hit install. It's doing the apt-get because that's what it does. It's doing the update of the other repositories and such. And now it's going to start installing them. So we're going to hit yes. It's installing Audacious. And then it's going to be installing Brave, I believe. Okay. So now let me see if it installed Brave under Internet. No, it did not. That's weird. Multimedia. Audacious did install. It's interesting. Let's try installing Brave again. See if it works. For browser. Brave. Install. Oh, there we go. It's starting to kick in. Yes. It's unpacking the Brave browser. I must have skipped it somehow when it wanted to install it earlier. I don't know. So we're going to click yes because it finished. And now we should be able to see it under Internet. Yeah, there it is at the top. So we can open it up. Okay, maybe later. And there it is. It's installed, up and running just like that. So, yeah, that's nice that they got the little software installer right there so you can install stuff. And then next to it is removable device, or, to unplug removable devices if you have any mounted. Your file system, which is PCman FM, I believe. Then Firefox is next to that, which has got its own unique icon. This is your Firefox. This opens up to the antiX forums. We'll go to, I believe I did it already, but let's do it again. About Firefox, which is 102.3 ESR. And then, of course, you got your virtual desktops here between 1 and 2. Over on your right-hand side of the panel, you have your volume icon, and then you've got your system monitors, which has your internet, your memory, and then your CPU load, then time and date, of course. If you click the application launcher, here you have your standard pinned startup applications, which are your terminal, your file manager. If it opens back up again, once again, it's the same thing. Which if we go to applications and you go to system, you'll see that the file manager is PCman FM. Web browser is obviously Mozilla. Editor, I believe, is Genie. Yep, Genie 1.37, so it uses Genie for your text editor. You have your app select, which is like where you could add menu items, you could do ad blocks, you can do all kinds of stuff. I'm not really sure about all the different things. Ice window, toolbar, icon manager. Just different things you can do. There's that. For under applications, it has under antiX, you can actually cheroot for rescue scan. You have antiX auto remove, antiX updater. You have login manager that you can do, personal menu editor. You have YAD. You have command line apt, of course. You can do many. You can do the user manager here, or you can click on and add different users, and do different permissions for them, yada yada, all that good stuff. Under accessories, you have Archive Manager, Calcurs, Cherry Tree, Clipit, which is your clipboard, Gcalc, LeafPad, which is another text editor. You got Midnight Command Editor, redundancy on all the editors. You have Search Monkey, you have XFburn, and you have ZZZFM file search. Under games, you have DOSBox emulator, and you have Mahjong. Graphics, you've got the PDF scanner and PDF reader. You got GTCam for digital cameras and webcams. You also have LibreOffice, obviously it's installed if it's in here. LibreOffice Draw is here. Mirage, you have MT Paint, and you have your screenshot tool. Under Internet, you have Brave Browser, you have Claws for the Mail, you have Firefox, you have GNOME, you have GNOME FTP, you have HexChat, GNOME Phony, telephony on in here. Transmission is your BitTorrent client. Under multimedia, you have ALSA, you have Audacious, which I installed, you have MPV Player, you have SMTube, you have your sound card chooser. So if you have any legacy sound cards, you could use that. You got WinFF, you have YouTube Video Player. Under Office, it's got the full LibreOffice suite. Under Preferences, that of course is where you can go and start your ad block. You can do your A-Render, which is set at your, this is like X-Render, only it's a graphical user interface. Let's see if we can make it bigger here. Can make it a little bit bigger. By use virtual desktop is a monitor, and then here you can select your resolution that you want. Now, what's kind of cool is you can go here to layout. You can save it as a shell script if you see here, like I've already done it for an auto start monitor. And what you can do is you can put that into your auto start file so that way it'll automatically start it and set it out and lay out your monitor that way. It does enable. I'm not going to go through that, and then you hit this check mark to apply it. And then obviously hit enter to save it. It also does support multi-monitor setup where you can drag, see how you can drag this around? So if you want to add a little spacing in between your monitors or drag one monitor to be in front of the other monitor or above or below so that your mouse, when you go up or down or left to right on a multi-monitor setup, that goes to that monitor. You can set it up that way too. That's very, very nice. Unlike X-Render, you have to do that all through the command line by typing in the position. That's something to note, that you could always install A-Render and use that to create your shell script to do your auto start for your monitors. That's really nice under the preferences part where you've got that. Of course, you got your Bluetooth manager, which probably uses Blueman. You've got where you can remove menu items. You got your Qt5 settings, Synaptic Package Manager, which is your standard, GUI interface package manager for the apt package manager. So gone over this, I'm sure you can Google it and see lots of different, videos out there on how to use it. For programming, it uses Genie, and you've got Vim Tiny installed already. So Vim is already installed to use those for the Vim guys like me. I use Vim as well. You have in system, you have boot repair, which is really, really nice because this right here allows you to reinstall Grub bootloader. You can repair just a configuration file. You can back up a master boot record in a legacy boot environment or restore it. This is very, very nice. So that is always nice to have that in any distribution. A lot of them should come with that in it, but a lot do not. So that's always something you could download, and that's something you could download through the app package manager as well. Control Center. Now this is where you can, it's just like Windows Control Center or, your settings, where you can set up for your desktop. You choose wallpaper, the ICE window manager settings, Jason's window manager settings. You can do the conch. You can edit it through here, customize the look and feel. You can do Fluxbox settings here. For software, you got your updater, your package installer, your antiX auto remove, your repo manager where you can add repos or remove repos and manage packages as well. For system, you can choose startup services that start up right off the bat. You can edit config files, alternative configurators. You can do system keyboard layout. You can set your date and time. Under network is all your different networking protocols that you can do. You can actually, configure your ad block in here as well. For shares, this is more like your, Droopy file share system, your connection shares, your Samba shares will show up in here if you install it. Under sessions, of course, this is your sessions here. Again, opens up A-Render where you can set up your A-Render. You can actually edit your login manager here, which is the Slimsky login manager. You can set default user versus, non-default users. You can you could enable the numlock at login. You can select theme, which I did. I set it to space from the default antiX one. Space was really nice. You can change the background on the theme. You can do all that good stuff. So you can also set your Grub boot image as well, and you could actually do your desktop session here. You can enable certain things like say like it doesn't have the network manager down at the bottom here, right? Because it's not installed. I could install it, and then here I can uncomment it here on this line right here, on the second, what is it, on line 55, or actually 56, I can uncomment it out and it'll automatically start that whenever I log into this session. So that is really, really nice that it has the desktop session, you know, that you could edit through there. For disks, of course, you can configure your auto mounts, live USB maker, image partitions, synchronized directories, and partition a drive. Hardware, of course, this is all your hardware. You can choose sound card, you can test your sound, you can adjust your mixer, you can do the set an equalizer for ALSA. See, nice equalizer right here that you can configure if you're an audiophile. All kinds of good stuff. So there's that. Okay, you can configure your mouse. Under drivers, you can install NVIDIA drivers through here, and under maintenance, you can do an ISO snapshot and save it. So this is like your system backup. You're like your snapper and your time shift. These are things that are available here. You could do boot repair from here. You can do edit menus as well. And also user manager here. Once again, you could add users and give permissions to users through here. So this control center is very, very, very nice. It allows you to handle all your core administration through there. Themes where you can choose themes for your antiX in the settings. You go to themes, of course, and it's, you know, alphabetized. Here I got clear view medium, but you know, you can do groove, you can do ice gill. There's all different kinds. And I'll just go ahead and change one to one. Let's go to groove Hudge. You see I changed it at the bottom. Let's go through green small. There we go. So you can change your themes on the fly just like that. Crystal medium. That's pretty cool how you can do that. Let me go back to this and I'll give you guys my final thoughts. So ICE window manager is a very nice window manager. antiX is nice because it is systemd free, which I'm not a systemd hater, but I'm just saying it's another alternative out there. I believe in that. It runs really well, really smooth, really fast. It's lightweight right now, even with opening all that stuff. And I'll go back to it so you can see over here on the right hand side of the Conky, I'm only using 298 megabytes of RAM. That's how light this thing is. I mean, it is very pleasurable. I like it. In a virtual machine, it's a little slower than I think it would be on hardware. So I don't hold the true speeds that it's showing or performing in my virtual machine to be the concrete speeds, because I think, like I said, it's a virtual machine thing. But all in all, I like it. It's a lightweight, easy to use, has multiple desktop sessions, even comes with a window manager, tiling window manager session available to you right off the bat. So automatically that's a win for me. It is a neat, clean, and concise desktop environment in the ICE window manager. All the other ones, Fluxbox, I'm sure the same way. So if you are looking for a Debian-based independent distribution, why don't you go ahead and give antiX a try? I really enjoyed it. It is a wonderful looking distribution, has plenty of wallpapers to choose from. Customizing is very simple. I like the control center. I like the application installer as well. So it's a win-win for me. Guys, give it a try. Enjoy it. See what you think. If you have anything that you or use this or you think that I omitted out that should be mentioned, please go ahead and leave a comment down below. Also, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and visit us over on our Patreon page, the Linux Tube, and become a supporter of the channel over there. You guys keep having a great day. You do what you do, and keep on Linuxing.